Hey guys. I don't know why I said it that way. So we have another 52 Toys review today on this Shoky third-party box transforming object, animal, creature, robot thing. So, and it is the BB16 Kanibal. Now, this is actually a slight remold of the Iron Claw that we looked at quite some time ago. And not only that, it's not just a remold, it's kind of a partner as well. And it does come with a whole bunch of cool stuff. Not to mention, it's just green. So we got Kanibal down there, BB16, and you got the general schematic idea there with the alternating color being orange. 52 Toys logo down there. I've done a bunch of these today, so my mouth is just sort of blah. Logo there for the underwater faction. Come over here, you've got the Beastbox modo, and then you've got the Boxo modo. And you come to the back, and you've got, there he is. His eyes are looking all glowy, and he's got weapons sticking out of him in every conceivable direction. And then, hey, look, you can do a thing. And then all the warnings and such, and you got a sad Pac-Man. Age 15 plus. Hey, I'm right in the middle of that. Copyright 2020. And you come around here and you got some, hey, look, it's got a thing. And then look, it's got another thing. Because that's in a different language. I can't read. Presumably Chinese. So let's get it open. And I have not messed with this at all. So this is going to be new to me. So yay for that. Alright guys, so here it is in the box charger. If you want to see how to transform this guy into his box mode, by all means go watch that on the second channel. And let's look at what comes in the box. Of course, you get the catalog. It is the slightly updated catalog. I'm not going to bother showing it off. I've shown it off in plenty of other things. And we've looked at almost everything that's in there. But you do get his card, which is some really cool artwork there. Dead Stranding, that's interesting. I wonder if that's a Death Stranding reference. I have no idea. And then if you come to the back, you got the read up there. As a master assassin, Kanibal is peculiar in some way. Before dealing the final blow, she allows her prey to ask a question, even though those final words are curse or begging for mercy. She never replies to her victim. Nobody ever knows the intention behind her action. Maybe it's only her curiosity after all. And she's super intelligent. Everything else is sort of just middling at best. But that's pretty scary, if I'm honest. So she's a assassin, and a she, for that matter. And you do get the instructions. So it does the box mode, which is pretty cool. And then it shows you how to get everything out. And then also shows you how to do the combined form to get with our other crab friend. But for now, let's get her out of the box. And she has a box. And once again, I have box chargers for days over here. And for size comparison in box mode, as usual, here we go, Wally. So, it's usually about a 2-inch cube, thereabouts. And of course, you get all the tampoed details and stuff along the edges. You got CMC, you got the underwater faction, you got caution, you got some more tampoed details on there. But it's looking really cool. Some silver paint tampo on there. And it does transform almost exactly the same as Iron Claw does, but with just some minor differences due to the fact that this one's claws are different. So let's go ahead and get it transformed up. And so we want to unpeg these. There's a couple posts right there, as you can see. And you can just fold all that up. And then the claws up here are tabbed together. The weapons right there are tabbed together. You can remove those, but in this case, I'm leaving them on. Just go ahead and unfold the arms. Actually, I guess you do have to remove the weapons. I just realized that. So let's go ahead and remove those. Be super careful because they are translucent. I just realized they're facing the wrong way. Okay, so let's grab the eyes, which sounds terrible when you say it out loud. Grab the eyes, flip them up on the 1080 eye stalks, which are super loose. So that's probably not going to be doing itself any good. Yeah. Like that. See, that one's too loose. It doesn't really want to stay. You can flip this up if you want to. You can flip up the hatch if you want to, but I'm not treating it like a crab. I'm treating it like a creature, or like a machine. So let's flip these up. That's not entirely necessary, but I'm just doing it. Flip that up. Grab the legs and pull away from the gray thingy in the middle where there is a tab. You just fold this out, and right there, that slot is where those tabs in. And then we can just start unfurling the legs like so. And then each individual leg does fold out like so. Even the back legs with the little like swimmer thingies. Then you have an extra post that pegs in there. So those are always cool. Kind of wish, you know, you got 3 spots there. I wish they had painted those. You can flip the toesies out at the ends of the legs. Like so. I didn't do it on that side because I'm an idiot, but it is what it is. And then you can basically just get your little crab, your new greener, crabbier friend, or assassin, laid out like so. There we go. That's pretty cool. And then you do have the external weapons here. So this one is the like chop saw, which is freaky, you know, does spin, really nice, all molded in, translucent, which is always a scary thing. And you mount it to the outside of this arm. Then you go to this one, which has some Tampo paint on it, and you flip it out, and it's a triple spear, which is interesting. This was not connected. When I pulled it out of the box, I had to put it on there and cut off a little bitty nub that was hindering its rotational ability. So there we go, all armed up for the most part, at least for its external stuff. Now this whole section back here, you can sort of just figure out what you want to do with it. It does have an extra weapon on it, but we're not going to do anything with that just now. And like I said, you got these functionals here. So for articulation, these front claws can rotate at the base. Then you have what is equivalent to a hip ball joint right in there. Rotation joint here, elbow joint there, and then the claws can pivot and open and close. And they have peg holes for things and such like that. Each leg is on a ball joint in there, which is also on a ball joint, so that they can rotate ever so much. And you got all your hinges along the way, and you got your little swimmer dealies back there as well. And then of course, if you come underneath, you can rotate out the main cannon weapon from underneath, the crab cannon as it were. And then also, for reasons, you have storage or a way into the robot or something. And then for a later purpose, there's a Gatling gun. But there you go. There's our crab friend, our new crabby friend there. And for comparison, here is a D10 1.5 with its weapons, which is cool. I don't know why his leg just went wonky there all of a sudden. So you can see the size comparison there. And then we did the Helldiver previously. So you can see that. Compared to Stargazer. And finally compared to Iron Claw, which is pretty cool. Okay, so now what we need to do is make this to where it can combine with this. And if I'm right, you can technically do this to both of them. So I'm going to look at the instructions real quick just to double check what I'm doing, because this is a new one on me. The fact that they engineered a weird combining gimmick is cool in it of itself. Now you basically have to take it to box mode, so we might as well get it there, but I'll do that off screen, save some time. Okay, so basically back into box mode. So it is what it is, and you want to flip this back with the gun up, and then kind of combine all this back. I think you actually do want to peg it in. So essentially all you're doing is leaving it in box mode and then undoing this section. And then you want to straighten this out as best you can, which I think is about to there. And then you want to flip these sections forward like so. Okay, so that wasn't up all the way. So you want to end up with a box crab like this. And then for Kanibal, you want to flip these parts straight up. You want to have this all the way forward the caution thing all the way forward, have that straight up, have these pointed down, have this up like so. And then this is where I get to the point where I don't know what I'm doing just yet. And you want to take these two tabs and plug them into the front of the caution tank, because that's the thing you can do. Like so. Ah, there we go. That's a pretty good connection. And then, is there anything else going on? No other way to tab in. See, what would be cool is if there were tabs on the crab legs back there that would actually help you by tabbing into this, but that doesn't seem to exist. Even the little wheel thingy doesn't help you out. But let's see, let's extend out that weapon. Whoa. Okay, so that does not hold itself up at all. That is super heavy. I mean, you could definitely guess that that was going to be a problem. I mean, it's like it's showing it standing, at least on the thing, but I mean, I'm going to go with no, at least not on this surface. It's not going to stand properly in its combined crab, ultimate crab form. I am the ultimate crab. I think it's basically supposed to be like a hermit crab situation. Just like it turned into a shell of its former self with a big ass cannon on it, or Gatling gun. Okay, so we got to get the toes lined up. So it can sort of stand, but as soon as the weight shifts backwards, it's over. It's over for everybody. See, to me, that makes more sense to have this down instead for support. If it'll hit the thing. I mean, if it gets flat enough, it just stands there like that. So that's the best I can do with that. You know, on this surface, it doesn't necessarily do the thing. But that's a very cool combined mode that they conceived of, you know. I mean, it's definitely nothing they needed to do, but it's fun that they did, you know. And it's just going to take some finagling of different things to make it worth my time back here. Though I feel like you're missing out a bit because you're losing the weapons that it has. Like, you know, other than gaining a Gatling gun, you know, he's got some cool things here that you can't utilize on this crab. Now, you can actually flip this. This guy transforms the same way. You can attach it to this one in exactly the same way. If you have two of these, you can do that as well. If you have two of those, you can do it as well. So it just kind of comes down to what you want to do. But as previously stated, if the tabs for the legs would tab into this the same way, I think it would be much more apt. But at this point, I can use that to just hold up the crab body, which I think is the actual intention. So killer crab tank creature from outer space. And just so you can see, here it is next to a ghost dog, so it gets significantly bigger. But that's neat, so it's like a crab deluxe. But guys, let me know what you think down below. Give me a big old thumbs up as well. Go check out the rest of the 52 Toys playlist. All the Beastboxes are all over the place. And so far, like, out of the two crabs, which one do you prefer? The green one or the orange one? And yes, I know there's like an icy one or something. Actually, there's an icy thing. There was a blue crab, like a more translucent one. It was like a special thing. And yes, I saw the super special race car edition of the crab that there's no way in hell you can actually get a hold of, but they advertised it just to annoy the fans. So I did see that. I follow them on all the things, so yes, I did see it. But I'll see you guys later. Remember, as always, keep on nerding.